So there are tons of sayings about the impact of beliefs on our success in life. Attitude determines altitude. As a man thinketh in his heart, so shall he be. What you focus on is what you get. And the list goes on. There's a lot of research on this topic that suggests that it's a valid idea, and it's called the cognitive model, developed by Aaron Beck in the early 1960s. It states that distorted or dysfunctional thinking influences your mood and your behavior, and a real evaluation and change in your thinking can produce a change in your mood and in your behavior. The science is very clear on that, and it's led to a number of scientifically valid treatments for all kinds of mental health problems. I won't get into that because we're not here to talk about therapy. We can use this principle in our everyday life to bring change and positive results in our mood and behavior just by making changes to our thinking. So how do you change your thinking? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look at this diagram. So the way it works is your thoughts are connected to feelings, which are connected to your behaviors. The arrows are double-sided, which means that one affects the other, and so forth. This also means if you can change one of them, then you can change the way the entire system interacts. You can have a new set of behaviors, taking the action that you need on your job or in your relationships, just by changing the way you look at your situation. Your thoughts about the situation can also change if you're able to take action in a way that's different from the way you're doing right now. Unfortunately though, you can't just decide to change how you feel, but you can change your thoughts or your behaviors to produce a new change in your feeling, and that's what we're going after. So if we're going to change your thoughts, there are three things that you need to know. Number one, if you're not getting the results you want on your job, in your relationship, with money, or whatever, and you're not taking action, then the way that you're thinking about the situation is the problem. According to the cognitive model, there's a strong likelihood that you may be thinking about it in a way that's distorted or unhelpful to you reaching your goal. Number two, just because you believe something doesn't make it true. You can change your thoughts. People have the hardest time making changes to their beliefs because they assume that because they believe that the way they're thinking about it is right, or it's the right way, that it can't be changed. There's always a different way to think about something, especially if it's based on your perception. You won't find two people to disagree that 2 + 2 = 4, but you may get some different opinions about what facial expression I'm making right now. Number three, I said this one earlier, so I'll say it again. What you focus on is what you get. This means that if you think about all the ways that you can't do anything, then you'll become an expert at not doing anything. If you spend your time focusing on the ways that you can do something, then you're much more likely to do something. That represents a change in your thought that will lead to a change in your behavior. So if you keep these three things in mind, you can successfully work towards mastering your mental process so that you won't allow it to interfere with you taking action and being shaken out by your own negativity. Aren't you tired of being shaken out? Tired of days, weeks, years passing by and you're not making any progress towards that thing that you've been dreaming of? If you remember these three things, you're on your way to experiencing all the happiness, joy, blessings, and success that you can imagine. Probably even things that you can't imagine. So here's the list again, just so you don't forget. Number one, your thoughts are the problem if you're not where you want to be and not taking action. More than likely, your thoughts are distorted or not helpful for you to reach your goal. Number two, there's always a different way to think about a situation. You can change your thinking. Just because you believe it or you think it doesn't make it true. And finally, what you focus on is what you get. Instead of entertaining all the reasons why you can't, come up with a list of all the reasons you can. I hope you're convinced that you can be successful by changing your thinking. I hope you'll stick around for the next episode. You can stay on top of what's coming in the future by, first, subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below to get more content that you can use to apply and start to apply to your situation. If you have questions about the content, leave it in the comment section. Let's have a little fun. Leave a comment below to see if you can name that facial expression that I made earlier. Here it is again. There's only one right answer. Not really, but give it a try anyway. If you like this video, share it with friends who might have negative thought process issues. And if you want even more great content about mastering your beliefs, click below to join the email list where I'll add some additional resources to the blog posts that'll go along with this video. And visit my website, www.drmglover.com. Click contact and then click get free mental strategies. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you over there.